The Dallas Mavericks arriving at the building earlier today.
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed, something special, David. Thanks. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Clippers, Morris is out there with Batum. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's George in at the 2 spot. Jackson misses.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And Doncic gets it to go. Terrific talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Jackson against Doncic. And the jam by Nicholas Batum.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Pass to Finney Smith. Feeds it to Hardaway. Paul George with the steal. And now the Clippers on the break. And here we go. And it's George finishing it off.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Here's Finney Smith. Now Porzingis. And here's Doncic from the arc. It's hauled in by Paul George.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball. Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
This incredible confidence that Luka Doncic possesses, my goodness.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today.
And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other.
Here's Leonard after Luka Doncic's bucket. Leonard looking around. A 3-pointer off the mark.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, go get it, big fella. Porzingis with the skyscraper.
Now, here's George. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Jackson misses. Dallas leading by 6. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Los Angeles making a switch here. Rondo's checked in. Then for the Mavericks, Josh Richardson's checked in for Hardaway, and it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. 1:22 left to play in the first quarter. Rondo kicks to George. Second chance shot. And the layup good by Batum. Batum's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 8. Richardson outside. Shot clock at 6. Paul George with the steal. And now, here's Batum, the fast break opportunity. Mavericks with the rebound. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Morris with the ball. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. George passes to Morris. To the inside. And Batum throws it down.
I really like how Marcus Morris plays within the offense. This guy is so solid at recognizing when he should give it up.
Doncic against Rondo. Doncic outside. With 1 on the clock, and they pick up 2. Doncic has got 10.
Boy, what body control from the Slovenian forward. Doncic comfortable taking on all challengers.
It's been all. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for Dallas, they've got J.J. Redick. Willie Cauley-Stein is out there with Powell. Then there's Richardson, and it's Brunson in at the point guard position. Rondo passes to Kennard. Back to Rondo. Lets the 3 fly. Powell pulls it in. Mavericks leading by 6. Passes to Brunson. Pass to Cauley-Stein. Just 4 to shoot. Was shot by Redick, no good. And Los Angeles guys shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. Rondo passes to Zubac. And the pass to Kennard. There's the triple. Mavericks with the rebound. Now here's Cauley-Stein. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Outside, Redick. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Clippers trail by 6. And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Jackson, he's checked in for the Clippers. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Pass to Kennard. Shot clock at 5. A 3-pointer, no good. Mavericks leading by 6. Richardson outside. Pass to Cauley-Stein. Redick surveying the D. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And the dunk by Powell.
Outstanding timing from Powell. Rises up for the forceful alley-oop.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Clippers. Nothing offensively yet from them in the second quarter. Trying to end the drought. The shot, no good.
And they continue to control the glass.
Zubac against Cauley-Stein. When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Here's Brunson. After the basket by Los Angeles. The dish to Richardson. Outside, Redick.
Proving he's more than just an outside shooter. Redick also has a sweet touch from that area.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. No good with the triple.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Redick can't get that one to fall. Clippers trail by 10. Leonard the pass to Zubac. Shoots over Powell, and he overshot that one, missing. Dallas has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Paulie Stein finds Richardson. Dallas moving it around. And that's good. J.J. Redick for 3. Redick's got the lead up to 13 now for Dallas. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Jackson drives in, lays it up, and banks it in.
And with a quick first step, Jackson remains a threat to drive on any defender.
And here's Brunson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. The shot by Redick, no good. In the corner, Kennard with it. Shoots over Redick. Can't nail the jumper.
You're not going to see that very often.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2. Luka Doncic had a huge first quarter. He had 10 points and 3 rebounds. And that.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Batum is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Jackson in at the 1. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Now, here's Batum. Here's Leonard. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got 4 rebounds in this game.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Outside Hardaway. Back to Doncic. Lets it go from deep. A shot off that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Leonard inside, guarded by Hardaway. And with that, the Maverick lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Leonard.
Now, Kawhi Leonard consistently efficient with his scoring ability. Nice jumper.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Doncic. Lets it go with a 3. Just his first attempt, and the shot is good. And the Mavericks lead by 11.
Well, you want to be able, as a scorer, to put it on the deck to create your shot. Go ahead, Mr. Hardaway. We see you getting off the bounce.
The pass to Batum. Outside Leonard. Kicks it to Jackson. Leonard against Porzingis. Batum, that's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Batum's got 8.
Well, we know Kawhi will always attract lots of defensive attention, which puts him in a position to find his teammates. Pretty pass.
Now, here's Doncic. 10 points for him. Finney Smith passes to Hardaway. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring, and Tim Hardaway says, you know what, my teammate's open, I'm going to get him the ball.
And when you watch Hardaway shoot, one thing that stands out, he has a very quick release.
And, Greg, that's what makes the jumper very tough to contest, especially when he's dialing it up from range. You have to stay connected to this guy defensively. It's not easy to do with the other weapons on this team.
That shot wide open. He's got 5.
And Jackson has become a reliable three-point shooter. That's a shot you got to respect.
Doncic against Jackson. Keeps it alive. Porzingis on the follow.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
1:44 left in the third quarter of the game. Now Jackson. He's got 5. There's the lob to the hoop. And Batum throws it down.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
There's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Now, here's Doncic. From deep three-point range, he can't get that one to fall. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Doncic against Jackson. Makes it off the glass. Jackson's got 5 points in the quarter.
And with the defender draped all over him, Jackson has that strength to fight through the contact.
Back to Doncic. Pass to Kleba. Out to the right wing. Finney Smith can't get it to go. Clippers trail by 6. There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter. Jackson with it. 7 points in the game. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Mann's checked in. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for George. Brunson against Rondo. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
And that's going to do it for the... And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Clippers trail by 5. On the floor for Dallas, Josh Richardson out there with Powell. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then there's Cauley Stein. And it's Redick in at the 2-guard spot. Passes it to Batum. Clock at 6. Puts up a 3. Cauley Stein grabs the board. Cauley Stein's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up. The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Now here's Rondo. The tray. Redick with the rebound. Dallas leading by 7. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Pass to Powell. Dishes to Cauley Stein. Back to Richardson. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Over Rondo. Cauley Stein kicks to Brunson. Fires the three. Kennard with the rebound.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
He dishes it to Rondo. Outside, Batum. There's the three. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That is his first foul of the game. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Zinkas, he's checked in for Cauley Stein. Nicolo Melli comes in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Josh Richardson. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for J.J. Redick. Back to Brunson. The pass to Hardaway. It's good from about 19 feet.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Clippers trail by 9. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Los Angeles with another miss.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Finney-Smith passes to Porzingis. To the paint. Brunson scanning the floor. Takes a three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. In just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Over to the wing. Here's man to end the drought. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
On the wing, Hardaway. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Tim Hardaway Jr. to me is a terrific all-around player, right? He can score it, he can pass it, he'll rebound the position. There's a lot to like about his game.
J.J. Redick's checked in for Dallas. Luka Doncic comes in for Jalen Brunson. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. The shot that time not on target. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Morris outside. Connects from three-point range. Morris has got himself on the board with 3 there.
And that's a clutch bucket by Morris, showing the team they can count on him down the stretch.
Here's Doncic. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Batum dishes to Leonard. Back to Batum. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And George kicks to Leonard. 5 to shoot. From past the arc. The Mavericks pull it in. Outside Hardaway. It's to Porzingis. Redick is in the corner. It's Redick on the wing. Here's the 3. Morris with the rebound. In the corner, George with it. Shoots over Doncic. Good!
Paul George loves delivering when the game is on the line at his absolute best.
Outside Hardaway. So a close game sees Dallas taking this one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks, for Doris. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Robert Covington. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 3. And for the Clippers, Batum is out there with Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. Now, here's Lillard. Pass to Covington. On the wing, Jones. 6 to shoot. Portland moving the ball around. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Lillard misses.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
The pass to Morris. This one for 3. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound.
When the D forgets about him on the perimeter, they're playing with fire. Lucky they don't get burned here.
They get a hand on it. Paul George with the steal. Outside Leonard. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Back to George. Off target from outside. There's Hollis Jefferson. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
Jackson kicks to Leonard. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
So hard to guard, really, without fouling. Leonard is an expert at forcing the issue and getting the call.
And so he makes both from the line.
Well, his free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
Lillard dishes to Jones. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. That shot off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's Leonard. George looking over the floor. From 7. And that one, good.
And this is why you get George the ball there. He's solid at figuring out how to capitalize.
Lillard against Jackson. From deep. Batum grabs the miss. The Clippers in the lead. Outside, George gets it to go from beyond the arc. George has got 5 now. Greg, with your son getting drafted, you join the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
and now
kidding.
He's an all-star
No
last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad that's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Trailblazers trail by 3. It's Jones on the wing. Lillard against Jackson. Beyond the arc. They grab their own miss. Batum with the steal. Morris with the ball. Lillard picks him up. Outside, George. Outside, Leonard. From deep. And it's Portland with the rebound. Right side, Covington. Nurkic the pass to Jones. Morris against Lillard. And Nurkic, the bucket on the assist by Lillard.
That's how to make things look easy for a teammate. I mean, you make passes like that one from Lillard, crazy.
Over in the corner, Batum. Leonard on the wing. Jacks up a 3. Again, Leonard missing.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
And the basket by Lillard.
and terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
Right side, Leonard shoots over Hollis Jefferson, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
He's so aggressive at that end of the floor, and that's a quality all great scorers have.
Nurkic up top. Jones dishes to Lillard. No good on the triple. Leonard kicks to Batum. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Clippers lead. Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well balanced. This team lives it.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
They were just the more aggressive team. I mean, feeding off this crowd's energy.
Here are the five Portland has to start the second quarter. C.J. McCollum out there with Norman Powell. Then it's Collins. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Anthony in at the small forward position. Now, here's Zubac. Inside. Outside for Rondo. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Five on the clock. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and two shots coming up.
I mean, having a floor general like Rondo on the court instantly elevates your offense. He does everything he can to bring out the best in his team.
And Rondo drops them both. Trailblazers trail by 3. McCollum outside. Kanter against Zubac. Here's McCollum. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Oh, this is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Kanter. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Now, Kennard still looking for his first bucket in this one. Clock at 4. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation. Damian Lillard's checked in for Portland. And Fernie Simons comes in for C.J. McCollum. Lillard looking around. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Lillard's got the lead up to 2 now for Portland. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And Kanter pulls it down.
Oh, he's not going to miss that shot twice in a row. Trust me.
That's a 2 from Lillard. Up again. And Collins is right there. And now a 4-point Portland lead.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Clippers with the ball. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Man, no good again that time.
For a player who's almost a sure thing to score in tight, that was a stunner.
Lillard again missing. Clippers have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. On the wing, Morris. Over Collins. Los Angeles with another miss.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
Lillard outside. Down low. Here's Kanter. 6 on the shot clock. Lillard the pass to Simons. That one good for 2. And the Trailblazers lead by 6. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Outside Rondo. Kennard on the wing. Nails the wide open jump shot.
They set Kennard up so well. He takes a composed shot and drains it.
Lillard outside. From deep three-point range, the long-distance three is buried. Lillard's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Portland. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Zubac's the best of man. And no good. Good work defensively by Anthony.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Here's Collins, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And now it's a 9-point Trailblazer lead.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Passes it to Kennard. Takes the three. Collins grabs the miss. And Kanter throws it down.
When you pair Kanter's strong frame with his scorer's mentality, you get a guy that loves to dunk.
And so that's the end of the first half. Portland out in front. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, the first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. Well, he's been an elite scorer. And that does it for our
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then it's Paul George. And it's Batum in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
On the wing, Morris. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Kanter's got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to McCollum. Craig, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now, as opposed to when you play?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental, and I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
Now Powell following the three-point attempt by C.J. McCollum. Tries again, and Kanter with the lay-in. Good. Kanter's got 4 this quarter.
He's one of the best per-minute rebounders in the game. Kanter gets a lot of his points this way.
George passes to Leonard. Los Angeles with another miss.
I don't know what they drew up at halftime, but it ain't working. 0 for 4 to start the half.
And here's McCollum for 3. The rebound by Paul George. Clippers trail by 15. Pass to Leonard. And here's Batum. He's still scoreless so far in this one. The shot by George, no good.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
It's a hand on it, and Kanter able to finish. And the Trailblazers lead by 17.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
George against Powell. There's the pass to Morris. They need this one. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Collins, that's a two-pointer. Offensive rebound. Cantor kicks to McCollum. And here's Anthony from the arc. Kicks it out to McCollum. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Shot's good by Anthony.
I mean, look, he's evolved as a passer over the course of his career. Get to the right spot, McCollum will find you.
Leonard on the wing. George passes to Leonard. Good on the three-point shot. Leonard's got 7.
Oh, he just caught the defense napping. He shoots a very high percentage from three-point range when there's no hand in his face.
Passes it to Cantor. Back to McCollum. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
A superb concentration from the clever guard. McCollum, he's so used to getting knocked around, going up easy for him.
A different look for the Clippers. Mann's checked in, and it's Kennard in for George. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Collins. Ande Hollis-Jefferson, he's checked in for Anthony. And Jones subbed in for Powell. Here's McCollum. Clippers able to drain the three. Feeds it to Nurkic. It's Jones on the wing. McCollum outside. Over Jackson. Portland again missing. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. There's 37 seconds left in the third. Outside, Batum. Nice open look, but it's no good.
Come on, you got to get up on him and play some defense. They won't get away with that next time.
Kicks it out to McCollum. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Kennard for 3. Misses. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Trail. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, we've got Damian Lillard. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Rondae Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Jones in at the 2 spot. Man can hit. Trailblazers leading by 16. Nurkic finds Covington. Here is Lillard to the middle. Here's Nurkic, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Clippers with the ball. Rondo looking over the floor. Man passes to Kennard. And that one hits back iron.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
I love his work ethic, not to mention his hands. You need both to convert those typicals.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Now, here's Batum. Pass to Kennard. Inside. Here's Man. Great D that time from Nurkic.
Hate to say it, he's dragging them down. Not a single bucket this game.
It's Covington on the wing. He's covered by Leonard. Lillard from outside. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Leonard with the ball. Lillard picks him up. And stolen by Lillard. And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance. Lillard misses.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
Here's Mann. Los Angeles with another miss.
Well, I'm surprised he's still out there. I mean, he's been invisible at the offensive end all game long.
Jones dishes to Covington. Kicks it out to Lillard. Looking to get it going. Three-pointer, 4 on the shot clock. Hollis Jefferson can't hit.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
To the wing right side. And a wide open look for Rondo. Right wing for 3. Portland grabs the miss. Hollis Jefferson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. For 3, Covington. Kennard with the rebound. Clippers trail by 18. Here's Mann. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Just off his game, forcing a few shots, not letting the game come to him naturally.
LA has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
I mean, come on, fellas, keep your head in the game. I mean, that pass should have been basic.
Simons, he's checked in for Portland. Trailblazers leading by 18. Lillard outside. Pass to Covington. To the wing on the left. Simons. They get it back. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Trailblazers.
Starting 5 must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
And they not only lightened the load, the subs did nothing less than guarantee a win.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Enes Kanter.
Well, he showed what it takes to be a great rebounder tonight. Fighting for position, boxing out, never getting outworked down low.
And here is Los Angeles now. Portland making their last shot.
Some very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lay-in.
To the left wing, back to Hollis Jefferson. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Well, this is what guys play for, and when it pans out like this, it's a great feeling.
Here's Batum. The shot's good on the assist by George.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
Three-pointer Lillard nailed from three-point land. And the Trailblazers lead by 21.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who was the better team. I mean, they proved it with this win.
And here are the Trailblazers. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Here's Hollis Jefferson. The putback. It's good on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Here's George. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. It's time for the NBA. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, D.A. Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. Jokic is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then it's Porter. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Murray in at the point guard position. And for Los Angeles, they've got Paul George. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Jackson. And it's Batum in at the center, filling out the middle.
Well, I tell you what, George has tremendous bounce ability. It's always fun to see him launch and throw it down.
Murray against Jackson. Pass to Jokic. Shoots from the line. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers.
And drafted with the 41st pick back in 2014. How about this? Jokic, the definition of a sleeper pick. He was actually asleep when the Nuggets drafted him.
The story goes on that his brother called him up trying to congratulate him, and Nico hung up in his face. How about that? Didn't hear the news until the next morning. He certainly has a different way of going about things, but there's no denying he's got a lot of game, and it's fun to watch.
And Reggie Jackson, the former 24th pick by the Thunder, wasn't content to back up Westbrook. He basically forced his way out in search of a larger role.
And Jokic gets it to go.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here is George. For the 3. Rebound by the Nuggets. On the wing, Porter. Defended by George. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Outside Leonard. And here's Morris for 3. Los Angeles with another miss. Porter against Morris. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And now the fast break. George with the ball. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. And it's McGee with the jam.
You know, I really like seeing this from Murray. Looking to get his open teammates involved. Being a willing passer is impressive to his teammates.
Now, here is George. Near the three-point line, it's Morris. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2. Jokic against Morris. And it's Jokic missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
There's Jackson with the 3. It's hauled in by Gordon.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
With the tip, great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, you know, with his size and presence in the post, McGee has a lot of value on the offensive glass.
Morris outside. No good that time. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. And they're running. There's Porter with the 3. The offensive rebound. Here's Jokic. Over Morris. And it's Jokic missing.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
To the inside. Deflects the pass. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul. So both teams changing it up here. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Leonard against Jokic. Millsap. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Leonard looking around. Past a man. They could use a bucket. Los Angeles keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. And stolen by Gordon. One-on-one fast break. And Morris throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Here's Rondo. Denver getting their last shot to go. Man gets the bucket. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. The 3. Offensive rebound. To the paint. Here's Millsap. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Nuggets lead by 1. We'll be back shortly live from... We recently checked in with Jamal Murray, who discussed the team's approach to...
mentality of how we play, how we move the ball.
Greg, sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again. But Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Rajon Rondo is out there with Kennard. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's man in at the small forward.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Clippers on defense. They trail by 3. Here's Morris. He doesn't hit that one. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Morris looking over the floor. Can't tie it up as that one misses. For Denver, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. That's tipped. Now here's Jackson. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Passes it to George. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
And there's the pass to Bull. Barton right side. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Bull, the pass to Morris. A 3-ball. Kennard with the rebound.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
He kicks to Batum. Outside Jackson. In the corner, Kennard with it. Just 5 to shoot. Outside for Batum. Shoots. Kennard's shot is off. Denver's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Barton. And Barton throws it down.
Absolutely terrific in transition. When the floor opens up, Barton attacks and doesn't let up.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Jackson with it. Guarded now by Morris. And Jackson gets it to go.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Barton against Jackson. Shoots from the elbow. And that one goes long. The Clippers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Batum, nice persistence to tip it back up and in.
Yeah, you can't forget about the long arms of Batum. I mean, I want to see him be more active on the offensive glass because he's capable.
Morris kicks to Dozier. Pass to Bull. And the dunk by Bull.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Jackson with it. He's got 5. And he uses the glass on the layup. Jackson's got 5 points in the quarter.
And made only about a quarter of their shots in the first. Totally flat, but they bounced back and built a lead here with a much better second quarter.
Millsap dishes to Barton. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
Leaving folks open around Barton is a no-no. He'll torch you whenever you do that.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. Down low. Barton, wide open, he fires. And it's Millsap with the extra effort. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
And doing much better now in that first quarter, converting less than 30% of their field goal opportunities, bouncing back nicely here in the second.
For Denver, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. Barton finds Millsap. Denver gets it back to the paint. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Barton.
You know, that's just sloppy basketball, giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
Pass to Leonard. Over Gordon. Misses the jumper. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Nuggets on top, up by 2. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They ended the period holding on to a slim. And that'll do.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. One of the stories here, Reggie Jackson getting it done today.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. Gordon out there with Jokic. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then it's Porter. And it's McGee in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And whenever there's an opportunity to drive, Gordon just flies to the rim. Great quickness, breathtaking quickness.
A 3 from Morris. Denver grabs the miss. McGee's got 4 rebounds in this game.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backcourt.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And, you know, when Porter Jr. is healthy, I mean, he's got a lot of game. This guy is versatile. He's got good size. He's a multi-dimensional talent.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Leonard, no luck.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts.
Floats it up for Jokic. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Yeah, I tell you what, for him, this has been a game to forget. But somehow they still find themselves with the lead.
And it's Leonard missing.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go, and I can't say I blame him.
From deep, George. Los Angeles with another miss. The Nuggets leading by 6. Gordon, the pass to Jokic. And he gets the bucket. And with the dunk contest in Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen. And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Murray kicks to Jokic. From deep. The Nuggets get it back in a new 14. Gordon with no one around. Off target with his 3. Clippers trail by 5. The feed to Jackson. Porter against George. Knocks it loose. Batum with the steal. And now the fast break. George with the ball. Shoots the 3. There's JaVale McGee with the rebound. McGee's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Porter. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Nuggets lead by 7.
Boy, a lot of energy and hustle on display from Jokic that time. Never giving up on a possession.
Passes to Morris. Inside. Here's Leonard. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And it's good for 2. Batum's got his second bucket.
And you got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Murray surveying the D. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Murray's shot is a real weapon for him. He's as reliable a shooter from the mid-range as it gets.
In the corner, it's Morris. And the 3 ball is good. Morris has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Now the pass to Gordon. 58 seconds left in the third quarter. Murray, good.
Love how creative Murray is with the ball. Just dribbling through defenders like he's out there by himself.
Outside Jackson. In the corner, it's Morris. Misses the 3.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. The putback. Tries yet again. Here's Jokic. The shot's good from McGee. McGee's got the lead up to 8 now for the Nuggets.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
And that's been the key to this lead. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Hits it from 3-point range. Leonard's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Murray outside. Over Jackson. No good. And we've reached the end of the third. Nuggets lead by 5. We'll be back shortly. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. They've got Ivica Zubac, Luke Kennard out there with Rajon Rondo. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's man in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Pass to McGee. Outside Porter. 4 on the clock. Rondo with the steal. And now the fast break. Rondo with the ball. Shoots. Pass to Zubac. A 3 from Leonard. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got 11 rebounds in the game. Porter finds Green. That one doesn't go.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Here's Rivers. And it's off from 3-point range. Clippers trail by 5. Rondo wide open. And again, it's the Clippers missing. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Denver Nuggets. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Passes it to Green from 10 feet out, and he hits the jump shot. Green's got his first bucket in this one.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Rondo looking around. Six to shoot. From deep 3-point range, Los Angeles with a fresh shot clock. Again, Rondo missing.
Putting up a goose egg, bageled this period. At this point, you have to run the offense through somebody else. I mean, that's your only choice.
Back to McGee. Green left side. Shot from 12. Misses off the right iron. LA has gone ice cold from 3-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. Leonard kicks to Rondo. Another miss by Rondo.
Nothing seems to be going his way. this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Campazzo, he's covered by Rondo. Campazzo, a chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Fires for three, and the shot is good. The Denver lead has been cut down to 4 on the bucket from Rajon Rondo.
That's what a proven winner will do for you. Big bucket from Rondo.
1:52 left in the fourth. On the wing, Porter. The Nuggets with another miss.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there, and neither can he.
Outside, Green. Leonard with the steal. An even 3-on-3 break. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. No good from outside. The Nuggets leading by 4. Throws it up high. McGee's shot is off. And Los Angeles guys shooting 27%. The offense is just embarrassing themselves. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They lead by 4. 1:03 left in the game. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, JaVale McGee.
And he's been dialed in from the field, Kevin. Good on over 60% of his attempts. They've been working the ball around well, and he's benefited with a lot of open looks. And boy, has he made the most of it.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch what Mike Malone said to his team. He was measured in his words. He told his players, look, we're doing a lot of good things out there, really good things. Stay confident and stay positive in your approach. Trying to keep their hopes up, Kevin.
Thank you, David.
So hard to guard, really, without fouling. Leonard is an expert at forcing the issue and getting the call.
Monte Morris is checked in for Jamal Murray. Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
And you just knew he wasn't going to miss that one. Not with so much riding on.
Jackson against Morris. It drops.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. From deep, George got it. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Shot after shot, one after the other. PG, Paul George, making it happen.
Well, we can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, no way that should have taken so long. They don't have that much time to waste. They need to foul immediately. Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game. Absolutely massive free throws. That'll force them into a three-point attempt.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're down by 3. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. .11 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And it's Leonard missing. And here is Morris. So it's the Nuggets taking the W in a close one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory. Out there with Luka Doncic, and it's Finney Smith in at the small forward. So the Clippers win the tip. Kleber against Morris. And the teams we're seeing tonight, Steve, they have very deep rotations.
And Kevin, when you can go maybe 10 deep, it keeps your locker room happy. It also protects your team against injuries sinking a season.
Porzingis on the follow.
And what a motor. Porzingis is an all-star talent who is also willing to do the dirty work.
George passes to Jackson. From downtown, Porzingis with the rebound.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Doncic right side. And here's Porzingis for a three. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. And Morris has got the ball here for Los Angeles. George with the ball. Hardaway picks him up. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Missed opportunity, wide open from mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
From deep. Tips it. Porzingis on the follow.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Here's George following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. Three-pointer. And Paul George, good for the three.
And, you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their fourth shot of the game.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Hardaway kicks to Porzingis. Pass to Doncic. Lock at 6. Fires the three. It's good from long range.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
And here's Morris for three. The Mavericks pull it in. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds in the game.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Clippers trail by 4. Here's Morris. It's rebounded by Doncic. Porzingis against Leonard. Porzingis passes to Doncic. Hardaway kicks to Kleber. Pass to Finney Smith. To the inside. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis. Porzingis has got 6. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Now coming into the league with immense potential. Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But, you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
Here's George. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Mavericks leading by 8. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Here's Doncic. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Richardson, he's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. On the wing, Doncic. Porzingis passes to Doncic. From outside the arc. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
And that's now 7 out of their last 10 coming off the assist.
Rondo passes to Kennard. There's 45 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Rondo. Here's Zubats. That shot missing. Nice D from Porzingis. Dallas has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. The 3 for Doncic. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Zubats. They shoot again. It's rebounded by Doncic.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
A big-time effort for Porzingis, providing a lot of energy for Dallas. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a comfortable margin for the Mavericks here, guys.
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
And you know this, most of the time, offensive rebounds generate high percentage looks.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Kennard is out there with Rajon Rondo. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's man in at the 3. Here's Brunson. The Clippers getting the bucket. And Redick kicks to Brunson. Some nice passing here by Dallas. In the corner, it's Richardson. Redick for 3. Cauley-Stein passes to Richardson. And here is Cauley-Stein. Launches a 3. Richardson, no luck. Kennard on the wing. No points in the game yet for him.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Richardson the pass to Powell. It's Richardson on the wing. He's covered by Rondo. Cauley-Stein kicks to Brunson. The 15-footer, and it was still over the rim. Offensive basket interference. So, for the Clippers, Marcus Morris comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Jackson in for Rajon Rondo. Clippers trail by 9. Jackson looking it over. From the arc. Los Angeles with another miss. Mavericks have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Redick passes to Brunson. He kicks it to Cauley-Stein. Back to Brunson. It's stolen by Morris. Jackson in the corner. Drills it from outside. Jackson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Looking at Reggie's motion, it's a little bit of a push shot, but able to get it to go.
Brunson with it. Guarded now by Morris. And good that time. And the Mavericks lead by 8.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick or the lay-in.
And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
Here's Brunson following the score by Reggie Jackson. There's the pass to Powell. Richardson against Kennard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
I mean, a ferocious athlete. Josh Richardson has also proven to be a terrific 3-and-D guy.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Porzingis is checked in for Powell. Nicolo O'Malley comes in for Cauley Stein. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for J.J. Redick. Hardaway is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Porzingis. And G.A., even when he did arrive to the NBA, it took Powell a while to latch on.
You know, traded a couple times in his first year. He was assigned and recalled 10 times in about a month with Boston's D-League affiliate. Finally found a home in Dallas. Everything turned around from that point forward.
Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Richardson. And Morris has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Clippers. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter.
When Kennard is that set up, he almost can't miss. Such a skilled shooter.
Jackson against Doncic from 13, and that one is good. Doncic has got 8.
Easy look for mid-range. He won't miss many of those. Lazy effort defensively.
George passes to Batum. Back to George. The 3. That one drops for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
Doncic against Jackson. They get the rebound. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Showing why he's an elite talent. Porzingis making difficult physical finishes look effortless.
Leonard, he's checked in for the Clippers. Rondo comes in for Jackson. Now here's Rondo. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Kawhi has all the physical gifts, and the one thing I love, he really can pass.
From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by the Clippers. 30 seconds left to play here in the half. To the middle. Shot is good, and the Mavericks' lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Batum.
Trying to attack the heart of that defense with great teamwork.
Doncic against Rondo. 12 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Doncic from the arc.
Really admire the hustle of Rondo on defense. Always gets a hand in the shooter's face.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. It was all Kristaps Porzingis in the first quarter. He had 11 points and
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Porzingis having a dominant impact in this game.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
They're asking a lot of him, shouldering the load in a number of areas. You just hope he has enough left at the end.
Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. No doubt, Greg, you were known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus.
Oh! Wow! I can't believe that one.
That was incredible.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. That 3 off the mark. Clippers trail by 4. Batum attacking. Pass to Morris. Launches it. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Kleber, and Kleber slams it in.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Left side, Batum. Back to George. Kicks it to Morris. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tip in.
Doncic looking it over. They get it again. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Porzingis has got 4 points this quarter. Clippers trail by 6. Leonard on the wing. Let's go. Batum, great positioning on the putback.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Jackson against Doncic. That one wide left.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Give him any kind of opening, and Kawhi Leonard will make you pay at the rack.
Here's Doncic. That one falls. Doncic has got 10 points.
And all second half, they haven't gotten stops with any consistency.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Leonard. And then Leonard with the dunk.
That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson. Staying patient, surveying the court, locates the open man.
Doncic against Jackson. Right side Porzingis. Knocked away. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That is his first foul of the game. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. We've got 1:28 left to play in the third. Rondo kicks to Leonard. Back to Rondo. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 4 assists in the game.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
That one goes in.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And it's Rondo with the ball for Los Angeles. A 2-point game. And it's Leonard at the elbow. It's stolen by Marjanovic. And they're moving it up. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Cauley Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
Passes it to Mann. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Richardson.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game. And after a first half in which their offense shot under 40%, they've got the lead, and they should count themselves to be lucky.
Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Here's Mann. And the Clippers miss again. Dallas leading by 6. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance. And ever since halftime, they played precision basketball offensively.
You know, the coach has had something to say about that. No question, they've settled in and executed brilliantly.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The Mavericks on top as they duck. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. We've got Luke Kennard. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Batum. And it's Rajon Rondo. And it's Mann in at the 3 spot. Near the 3-point line, it's Doncic. And the shot is long. Clippers trail by 8. And Batum kicks to Rondo. Over Brunson. That shot is off. Now Dallas takes it the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. With the putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Melly's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Mavs. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Kennard for three. And again, no good by the Clippers.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
The three for Doncic. Batum grabs the miss. Batum's got his fourth rebound in this one. Leonard the pass to Batum. Now Leonard. The three. It's hauled in by Richardson.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Doncic outside. From deep. And the dunk by Powell.
Super work on the boards. Boy, they really want to put their foot down on him now.
Yeah, and once you've got him on the ropes, Greg, just keep swinging away.
You know why? Because this defense is reeling. They had to stop there but couldn't secure the rebound. They're still looking for answers.
Leonard against Doncic. The pass to Melly. Out to Doncic. Just 4 to shoot. Takes a three. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
Trying to shoot himself out of his slump, and it's not going well.
Rondo's shot is off. Mavericks leading by 12. Richardson outside. Doncic outside. A three ball. Buries it from three-point range.
And he can play the long-range game, the mid-range game. He takes it to the rack. Doncic is a versatile three-level scorer.
On the wing, Batum. Leonard finds Rondo. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
The three for Doncic. That doesn't go either for Doncic. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for Los Angeles. Down by 12. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. A different look for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Melly. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Doncic. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Richardson against Jackson. Outside, Redick. And that's a foul. Called on Dwight Powell. That is his first foul of the game.
J.J. Redick, one of the premier shooters in this league. Boy, he knocked that one down.
Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Jackson dishes to George. .106 left in the fourth quarter. His three-pointers off the mark.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look. And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Mavericks.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Porzingis.
And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron.
It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Kicks it out to Richardson. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Pass to Redick. From deep three-point range. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Coming right up. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA.
Kevin, thanks very much. C.J. McCollum.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. And the Clippers starting five. We've got Marcus Morris. Jackson is out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Batum in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the five.
Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing, and his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy. And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Here's Lillard, and finished off by Nurkic.
Yeah, the vision's one thing, but the timing also helps. Lillard prepared to get the ball to his teammate.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind. That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
Here's Covington, and the dunk by Covington.
I know CJ plays the two-guard position alongside Lillard, but he does have point guard vision, and that's a great find.
George dishes to Leonard. The pass to Jackson. Back to Leonard. Beyond the arc. And it's rebounded by Covington. The Trailblazers have gotten their first three shots to go in for them to start off this game. Powell, the pass to Nurkic. Covington wide open. He fires. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Covington's got five.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Now Powell. Paul George missing from long range. Nurkic finds Powell, uses the glass to finish the lane.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Jackson. Now the dish to George. A three-pointer is right on target.
I like how Paul George right now is reading the defense like a Sunday paper, has a good feel as to when to fire from distance.
Pass to McCollum. Now Nurkic. Lillard outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep. And another three for Portland. Great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, but I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right
No,
now.
we don't do that.
Here's Jackson, following the score by Damian Lillard. Leonard kicks to Morris. Lets it fly. And the rebound by Nurkic.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 9-point game. Covington with the steal. Passes it to Lillard. Fires the three. It's not going to go for him.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Los Angeles with another miss. Portland leading by 9. Powell finds Covington. Now here's Lillard. Steps back and shoots. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
George passes to Batum. No good on the shot. Now Portland takes it the other way. Portland moving the ball around. Powell dishes to Nurkic. Back to Powell. Pass to Covington. Floats it up there for Nurkic. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Trailblazers lead by 13. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, the Trailblazers enjoying a nice lead here.
On the attack right from the tip, they've been relentless offensively.
Well, just taking it right at the opposition and the other team right now. No answers and no way to slow them down.
Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Anthony, and it's Simons in the point. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with.
Nurkic plays with a little bit of that edge, a little bit of moxie, and that toughness is something the teammates can rally behind.
Cantor, he's checked in for C.J. McCollum. Now here's Rondo. Outside Leonard. Jacks up a 3. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Cantor against Kennard. Clippers trail by 17. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Leonard, no luck. And here are the Trailblazers. 17-point lead, their biggest.
And in a player empowerment era, no greater power move than Kawhi Leonard's last year. Fresh off a finals MVP with the Raptors, he signed with his hometown Clippers and compelled a trade for Paul George.
Think about that 14-month run where Kawhi Leonard made his way to Toronto, a team that was on the cusp for many seasons, goes there, wins the MVP and a championship for the Raptors, and then ends up in his hometown of Los Angeles to try to do the same for the Clippers. Now that's getting it done and writing your own story.
Now here's Kennard after Enes Kanter's miss. And the Clippers miss again. Trailblazers leading by 17. Nurkic finds Collins. Anthony right side. Kennard against Nurkic. There's the feed to Cantor. And the layup's good off the glass. Cantor's got 4 points this quarter.
Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
Here's Rondo. Los Angeles with another miss. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Here's Collins. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Here's Mann. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. From deep three-point range, deep 2 from Anthony, kept alive. Cantor kicks to Anthony. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
With his developing handle, Leonard now has defenders at his mercy when on the bounce.
Here's Simons. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Cantor. And the pass to Simons. And here's Anthony from the arc. Drills the three-pointer.
And you really can't say that it's like they've been lights out here on this run, but they are just getting a lot of second chance opportunity.
Now here's Rondo. Pass to Kennard. All sorts of time. And it's Portland with the rebound. Cantor's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's his first foul. A different look now for Portland. Jones checked in for Zach Collins. And it's Rondae Hollis-Jefferson in for Nurkic.
Yeah, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
And Morris throws it down.
And a guy who was considered somewhat NBA ready when he entered the league. It's taken Morris a few years to get used to it, but now he's starting to be a consistent contributor.
Here's Cantor following the basket by Marcus Morris. The fadeaway, count it. Cantor's got 8 here in the quarter.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
George passes to Jackson. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Hollis-Jefferson can't hit. They have a very long way to go to get within sight of the lead.
And from what we've seen so far, guys, don't hold your breath.
Portland leading by 22. Jones, no one around him. Passes it to Simons. Kicks it out to Jones. Over Morris. Tips it up. And Cantor able to finish. Cantor's got 10 points in the game.
And it's not a secret. Cantor is a major factor on the offensive glass thanks to his size, strength, and excellent hands.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. Portland did not hesitate to set the pace. And he doesn't get talked about that. And that.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been a clinic so far from Enes Kanter.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively, but he's going to keep going at him.
So for the Clippers right now, Batuma's out there with Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Jackson, and it's George in at the shooting guard.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
Here is Lillard. Kawhi Leonard getting his 3 to go. Lillard outside. From past the arc. Sinks the 3-pointer. He's got 12.
Yeah, Damian Lillard, this is some Oaktown response. You make one, I got you back.
And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
Here's Lillard after the Clippers pick up 2. Batum with the steal. And now the fast break. George with the ball. And Morris throws it down.
Yeah, I didn't think there was a pass available there for Paul George, but he spots that small crease, he fires the ball through it, and he gets it to his open man.
Covington kicks to Lillard. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. Leonard's got his 4th rebound in this one. Jackson dishes to Morris. Lets it go with a 3. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Well, I'm not sure what the coach said at halftime, but whatever it did, it's lit a fire. They're now 4 of 4 from the field to start their offense here in the second half.
Now here's McCollum. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Powell finds McCollum. Here's Kanter. Kicks it out to McCollum. Pass to Lillard. From outside the arc. Cantor, and they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Leonard with the ball. Now defended by McCollum. George, no good.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Lillard way outside. Back to McCollum. Lillard surveying the D. The 3. Again, the miss by Lillard.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Collins is checked in.
You know, Collins continues to play hard and determined to get inside to make it happen.
Rondo on top, covered by Lillard. Rondo passes to Morris. Here's Zubac, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Lillard from deep three-point land. Morris with the rebound.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
That's a nice play by Paul George, showing a nice touch from the mid-range.
Here's Lillard. Paul George making his last shot. Lillard the pass to Collins. Now here's Lillard. He's got 12. Now Rondo. And the wide open shot from Morris. Rebounded by McCollum.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Lillard outside. Hands it from downtown. Lillard's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Trailblazers.
Now the D has done a very poor job at contesting him from outside, guys. He's tearing into them right now, and they cannot stop him.
And the shot goes in.
Now, good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
Now here's Lillard. 15 points in the game. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Collins kicks to Lillard. Drains the three-pointer. Lillard's got 18 points.
Well, he's effective in the catch and shoot dating back to his college days. Lillard has brought that skill to the pros.
And it's Rondo in the corner. Had the space there, but it's offline. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We come back right after this. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Anthony out there with Nurkic. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Back to Nurkic. Great D that time from Batum.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Off target with the open look. Trailblazers leading by 19. McCollum outside. Here's Nurkic. They get it back. He can't get that one. One-on-one here. The shot's good from Kennard. Kennard's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Clippers. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Buries the 20-footer. And the Trailblazers lead by 19.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And there's the pass to Nurkic. Shoots over Batum. Nurkic can't hit.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for that.
And the dunk by Batum.
And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
They've done very, very well in transition. The problems have come in other areas, which is why they're trailing.
Here's Simons. And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last. Leonard, he's checked in for the Clippers. Reggie Jackson comes in for Rajon Rondo. Jackson with it. Now guarded by Nurkic. Pass to Morris. From deep. He can't get it to go. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Here's Anthony. A putback. Powell. Kennard with the rebound. Clippers trail by 17.
Hey, yo, right here.
Jackson dishes to Leonard. No good on the three. For Portland, they've gone just 1 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Fires from 18. Banked in off the glass.
Nurkic using his body that time, a polished move.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
He was all alone on that one.
And this is in Morris's wheelhouse right here. Extremely fluid with the catch and release.
McCollum against Kennard. Passes to Nurkic. Powell for three. Out of bounds. The Clippers take possession for the Trailblazers. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony, and it's Damian Lillard in for Anthony Simons. Paul George is checked in for the Clippers. Jackson passes to George. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. And stolen by Lillard.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Trailblazers.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Damian Lillard.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
Lillard with the bucket.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on. That can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
Terrific score there off the miss by Morris. Doesn't get a ton of offensive rebounds, but making that one count.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul goes against Portland. First one falls for him. Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
Now, quiet is Kawhi Leonard, but don't let that mistake itself for a lack of competitiveness. He has that desire and drive to continue to get better.
Jones, the pass to Giles. Here's Simons. Feeds to Jones. Leonard with the steal. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to... Hi, and welcome, everyone, here on 2K Sports. Here are the 5 for the Clippers. Reggie Jackson out there with Paul George. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Batum in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Denver, Jokic is out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's Gordon. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Porter in a 2-guard.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Jokic passes to McGee. Yep, that one goes. McGee's got the first points up on the board here for the Nuggets.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now, here's Jokic. Nicholas Batum unable to get his shot to go. Porter finds Jokic. And it's sent back by Leonard.
Well, the length of Kawhi Leonard twice on the pipes with that 7'3" wingspan.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
And early in the game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Jackson passes to Leonard. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Kawhi Leonard's length and shot-making ability on the interior is problematic for the defense.
Porter against George. Porter kicks to Jokic. Shot clock at 6. Down low, it's stolen by Morris. Now Porter, and here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. He gets that one.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Leonard the pass to Batum. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Outside, Porter. He kicks it to Murray. And a miss there on the triple. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game.
And with what we saw in the bubble, Murray has clearly elevated his game. Showed that he could be a #1 option on offense. I mean, his output was an incredible part of that run for the Nuggets.
Now Porter, after the missed 3 from Reggie Jackson. Here's McGee. Jokic trying to free himself up. The shot's good from McGee. McGee's got his second basket.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
Here's George. And it's George finishing it off.
That's phenomenal athleticism on the drive. Paul George just sprints past everyone with ease.
You know, Greg, the further we went into the playoffs, the more Jamal Murray looked like a star.
I mean, Kevin, big shots in clutch situations, logged heavy minutes, but, never wavered. A truly heroic performance from Murray all postseason.
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
George passes to Morris. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. For Denver, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Floats it up for Jokic. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Now, here's George. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, Paul George is not just a gifted perimeter shooter. That touch on the interior is impressive.
Murray surveying the D. Jokic kicks to Murray. Sinks the triple. Murray's got 5 now.
Boy, you love what this guy is doing right now. He's taking smart shots, shooting a high percentage, starting to cook.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Batum trying to break loose. And yes, it's good.
This is one of Paul George's go-to shots. His confidence and ability to rise and fire quickly from the mid-range, crucial.
And here is Murray. He has 5. Now, here's Jokic. Fires from the line. Oh, and he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
Coaches talk about ending quarters. Well, you cannot do it better than that.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. Kennard is out there with Rajon Rondo. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's man in at the small forward position. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Yeah, and Rondo just working the ball around there. He loves finding his teammates when they're open in the sweet spots.
Morris with the ball. Pass to Millsap. Back to Morris. Outside for Millsap. It's good. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Here's Rondo. Bull making his last shot. Zubac finds Rondo. Near the three-point line, it's Morris. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
Really good job anticipating the rise and fire off the catch. Go ahead, Marcus Morris.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Morris outside. Barton outside. And the Nuggets making a change here. And so here's Denver. It's a 5-point game. Clock at 6. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here's Mann. And it's Denver with the rebound. Campazzo, Kennard covering. And no good that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Takes the 3. Paul Millsap with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And it's Millsap with the extra effort. Millsap's got the lead up to 7 now for the Nuggets.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Morris outside. Three-pointer. Green with the rebound. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Over to the left wing. Campazzo, he's covered by Rondo. Denver needs to get off his shot. Stolen by Zubac. And here we go with Morris, running it up the court. Here's the 3. Green with the rebound. The Nuggets leading by 7. We've got 1:08 left in the first half. Passes it to Rivers. Here's Morris. Campazzo. And the layup falls. And the Nuggets lead by 9.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Outside Rondo. Now Zubac. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. The pass to Kennard. There's the triple. And it's Denver with the rebound.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And here's Morris for 3. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And it's an 11-point Denver lead.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Stolen by Rivers. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Lets it go from deep. Kennard with the rebound. Rondo wide open, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Denver. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. At the end of one, they were able to end up. Thanks for joining us, folks. We're
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's been quite a game for JaVale McGee.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end, and boy, this young guy has done just that.
JaVale McGee is out there with Jokic. Then there's Murray. Then it's Porter. And it's Gordon in at the 3 spot. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
A shot by Batum, no good. The Nuggets leading by 13. Porter outside. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. McGee's got 8 points.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Now, here is George. He's got 6, and Nicholas Batum with the slam.
Exceptional vision by Paul George. This guy is tearing up the defense.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Here's Murray. He's got 5. Pass to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Jokic has got 4 this quarter.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Jackson passes to George. Off target from 3-point range. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there.
And a tough season a year ago for Aaron Gordon, Doris. Fell short of the output he had the last 2 years and had a tough time hitting from the outside.
Look, Greg, you're an former NBA player, so you know the history here. Trying to find a rhythm while fighting through injuries is very difficult to do. This guy's got unbelievable athleticism. He's sharpening his skills. I think it's just a matter of time for Aaron Gordon.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Here's Murray. Paul George making his last shot. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Murray with it. Jackson on him.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
To the paint. Morris kicks to Jackson. Morris trying to free himself up. Jackson misses. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Murray finds Porter. And the 3 off target. Clippers trail by 13. He lobs it up. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. To the inside. It's tipped. Leonard with the steal. And here we go with Morris. Running it up the court. Launches the 3. Drops in the tray. Morris has got 5 now.
Well, this is why it helps to have a big man capable of sprinting the floor. Marcus Morris solid at getting to the right spots.
Now here's Murray. 5 points in the game. Pass to McGee. And it's McGee with the jam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Porter against George. Near the 3-point line, it's Morris. That one a little long.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Murray for 3. Unable to get that one. And the Clippers will come the other way.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Jokic with the steal. On the wing, Porter, defended by Batum.
Aaron Gordon showing he can jump out of the gym. How about that alley-oop?
Jackson dishes to George. From the arc. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Murray the pass to Gordon. Now here's Jokic. 5 on the clock. It's Porter. It's out the key. Jokic trying to free himself up. Offensive rebound. A second chance effort. Kicks it out to Gordon. Off the mark. And so it's Denver sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. Back right after this. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, they've got Rajon Rondo. Batum is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Millsap. Nicholas Batum unable to get his shot to go. Barton passes to Morris. Dozier kicks to Morris. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Bull. Batum grabs the miss. Clippers trail by 14. Here's Mann, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Here's Millsap after the Clippers pick up 2. Kicks it to Morris. With the shot. It's Barton on the wing. Over Kennard. The Nuggets with another miss. And here's Los Angeles. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Barton with some nice D.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Feeds to Millsap. Passes it to Bull. Here's Dozier. Fires top of the key. At the tip, and it's Millsap with the extra effort. And the Nuggets lead by 14.
And the play succeeds because Millsap comes to the court hungry. He chases down boards and second chance opportunities.
Back to Batum. Rebound by the Nuggets.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Barton outside. The dish now to Bull. He kicks it to Morris. The shot from 20 feet away. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That is his first foul of the game. Los Angeles making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. Clippers trail by 14. And there's the pass to Kennard. Here's Mann. He's guarded by Rivers. Kennard for 3. And he's good on the 3 ball.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
Morris against Jackson. Morris passes to Jokic. Back to Morris. And here's Jokic. From 17 feet out. He's off on that one. Clippers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Here's Mann. Good on the shot, and that shaved the lead to single digits. Mann's got 4 points in the quarter.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Leonard. Jokic with the bucket.
And this is where Jokic is most comfortable. The closer he is to the rim, the more effective he becomes.
Jackson has the open look. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
Now, here is Morris. Pass to Jokic. Shoots the 3. Morris, no good. Clippers trail by 8. Oh, Leonard in position.
Absolutely no fear. Kawhi Leonard welcomes these moments. He relishes these moments.
There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here is Morris. Pass to Jokic. And he comes up with the deuce.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Kennard's shot is off.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Campazzo. Denver the rebound.
Oh, tough play underneath there to give them another possession. Just what they were hoping for. A little more time off the clock.
Now here's Jackson. From deep three-point range, can't connect. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Greg.